Welcome back to my channel, friends. It's been so long that I make video, but there is a reason behind that. My phone was broken. It was in mobile shop. That's why I couldn't make video. One more thing is, behind my house there was a marriage and they put DJ throughout 2 days. So that's why I couldn't make videos. But today I came here to share some things with you, to share my childhood memories with you. Actually, I reminded some childhood memories. Yesterday was a friendship day, and my younger daughter's friends came to our house and they tied friendship bands together and they spent they spent with fun together. When I saw that, I reminded my childhood memories. So that I wanna share. I wanna share with you. So it helps me to my speaking practice also. That's why I came here to tell you about my childhood memories, friends. In my childhood, I was born, raised, and married everything in my hometown. In this hometown, actually, when I was child, this was a village, completely a typical village. But now it is raised along with me. It is raised along with me. It turned into a town now. So friends, when I was in childhood, my studies are 1 to 5. 1 to 5, I studied in a normal street school, which was unrecognized by the government. So that was exist next to our street. So I studied there, and there were so many primary schools like that in our village. And surrounded by our village, there were so many small villages. In those villages also, there were so many primary schools. So after 5, we had to go to high school. So we in high school, when I was 6, so many girls accumulate there. So above 100, above 100 members. So these all primary schools girls should come to that high school. So that high school was much privileged and well equipped. Actually, there were some private schools, private high schools also, but they were not much privileged and equipped. So in my childhood, government schools are very well than private schools, but the scenario is changed right now. But in my childhood, government schools are very best. So we had to um, go to that school, high school. So we all, in our street school. So where I studied 1 to 5. So we are 9 members. So the girls were 9 members. So we would play together. We would have fun. We had fun together. We would play together. We would study together. So we always been together. So in my childhood, those all girls are. So me and another girl, we both were Hindus. The remaining girls were Muslims. So I brought up from I brought up with them. So Muslims. So when I went to high school, so the people, the another the remaining girls who came from another primary schools, they thought that I was also a Muslim. So I I emerged with them like that. So I completely behave like that from my childhood, from first class to from first class to eighth class, I have been studied with them. So that's why, I have been raised with them. So that's why I behaved like that. So, I spoke Urdu very well. So I can't spoke Telugu. At that time, I can't spoke Telugu. My native language also, I can't uh, I, I can't speak properly. I couldn't speak properly, but Urdu, I would speak very well. So, we would go to, the high school. Our primary school is middle of our houses, but we can't go together. We couldn't go together and come back together. But the high school was very far from our houses. We always accompanied with each other. We always would go to um, go to go together and come, and we would come back together. So from our school. So it was we would always play, we would always have fun in school. And we occupied two rows in our class. So we always separated from the class. So, I was not at all a remarkable student. I was not at all a bright student, and I was not a dull student also. I was quite calm and composed, and I managed to get below tenth rank, but I was not a bright student, I can say. So in our gang, in our group, I was uh, I was the uh, you know I was the best student, I can say. I studied well in our group. Coming to our group. So the group of girls, we always we were always together. So wherever we go, we always together. So the who the girls who are came from different schools, they asked me, when as soon as they they came to know about my region. So they asked me, are you Hindu? They thought like that I was also a Muslim. So I was accompanied with them like that. So I was completely, if we surrounded with that people, how the people behave, we also behave like that. So the surrounded people, how they behave, we also behave like that. Coming to English also like that. If we surrounded by the people who are speaking English, so it is very easy for us to speak English, to observe English. It is easy for us to imitate them. But we don't have that environment. So at least we have to create that environment by reading, listening, and speaking. So if we have that environment, we need not to do all these things. Automatically it comes to us. So that is how I speak Urdu, how I would speak Urdu in my childhood. That's how. So it comes as automatically when we immersed ourselves with this language. So it will come, but we have to be patient. Okay, this is all about my childhood. Actually actually we would go to the you know we would go to one of my friends home. So whenever holidays come, one of our friends home, we would go there and we would play. Sometimes they would come to our house and we played together. We had dolls and miniature kitchen equipment and all. So we played very well. We had spent quality time. We stitched clothes to our dolls also. Which which of our doll was looking great, looking beautiful. So we pretend like we are the owner of the houses like that. So we set the small houses and So we pretend like we are the mother of the houses, we are the mother of the doll, like that. So we had lot of uh, lot of fun in our childhood, till 8th class. We all together, no one, uh, no reason could could have the barrier for our friendship. So no one could make us detached. So we were that much strong. Yeah, yeah, we have conflicts among us sometimes, even though we we set out that we set out that, and we would sort out that. So each other, we talk to each other, we sort out that, and we come together again. So this is how happened, till my 8th class. So the group of 9 members were, um, it was a beautiful memory to, it had so many beautiful memories to me. So among our friendship. So I want to share, after, in my 9th class, my parents joined me in a private school. So it was very hard to meet them, but I tried to meet them. I would try to meet them. So whenever holidays came, I I would go to their houses and we spent some time. So after, gradually we detached. I detached with them, with my studies and all. After marriage, we completely detached with each other. But whenever we met, we feel very happy. So we felt very happy. So this is all about my childhood. So, you know, I want to share with you another, another childhood memory of me. Actually, I didn't remember anything. My parents and my grandmother told me that. So actually, when I was 5 or 6, I didn't remember anything. But I had done that, had been done that for 7 to 8 months. They were worried a lot about me. My parents and my grandmother, they worried a lot about me. So what I had been done in those particular period of time is, so I got remember something. I got remember something. Whenever I got remember something, I held their hand. Whoever available to me, I held their hand. I dragged them to the kitchen. I spotted out to the particular place, and I asked for Adilla. They didn't know what is Adilla. So if they asked me again what is Adilla, I asked for Bakkadilla. Oh my God, they couldn't understand my words. There is no words in Telugu language so about Adilla and Bakkadilla, but I would ask them literally for 7 to 8 months continuously. If I asked it for 1 or 2 times, they would forget that. But I continuously had been done that for 7 to 8 months. They were worried a lot about me. Actually, my grandmother took me to Dargah and Hanuman temple to, what happened to me. The Dargah and Hanuman temple, they tied threads to my hands and neck also. And she said to me one day that she asked a priest or Swamiji something else. When she asked him, he said that, so I am remembering my previous life memories. So I was I am remembering my previous life memories, and and I am belonging to, I may be belonging to that community who are in my previous life. I'm belonging to that. I was belonging to that community who are talking this language. So he said like that. So when he said like that, my grandmother worrying started worrying a lot about me. So and she didn't tell anything to my parents at that moment. So why? Because she didn't want to make them more worry, more more anxious about me. So that's why she didn't tell anyone about that. But after several years, after some time, when I forget about that, so after some years, she told about that. The Swamiji told like that. So she told about that to my parents. So she said so many times about that situation. That much they got worry about me. They had worry about me, that much. They felt anxious about me. So that's why they remembered like that. So till now they would mock me like Adilla and Bakadilla. So what is the word, what is the meaning of the words, we don't know. But they mock me sometime. They would mock me. And my husband also would mock me. My grandmother told my husband also after marriage. So that's happened to me. So, I don't believe the previous lives and all, but uh, that it happened to me. So this is all about my childhood memories. I have so many childhood memories, but I couldn't share all of them in one video. I will share them uh, in different in my further videos. There are so many childhood memories of me. Uh, Friends, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe.